In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of what I call the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am your host, known here on social media, the host of this program, known here on the internet as the what? Y'all know, the mighty, mighty Angel Snuffing Up 7. I am your brother, soul brother number one, and your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. Okay, I already know that I will draw much fire from men on this particular topic. I already know that. And do you think that I care? No, I do not. I only care about the liberation of the mind. I care about bringing to us real truth, the most pure available information that we can obtain that passes the criteria of common sense, reality itself, facts, logic, and common sense. That's what is important. I do not care and have no concern with your personal feelings or what you believe, because I guarantee you what will be presented here, you will have a hard time to refute or debunk, even disagree. That's why y'all believe so much stuff, because belief does not require common sense, logic, reasoning, and all these things, and the acceptance of reality. I accept the reality. If I am black and dumb, I can accept the reality. I'm black and I'm dumb. If it's true, it's true. I can accept that. You can't. You want to prove that you're intelligent and smart, when the reality is you black and you dumb. That's just the bottom line. Why can't we just accept reality? We can't, because we want to feel good. And I understand why these of whom I call the descendants of slaves born in America, I call us soul people, the people of soul. I understand why we feel the way that we do, because for hundreds of years, and we were created to become somebody's inferior. We have been told for generations that we're nothing. So now that the chains have left our bodies, now we want to show the world how superior and strong and what we once was. Our ancestors was this and they were that. And yeah, I know. So we need something to make us feel good. I'm not interested in feeling good. Do you think that calling myself black and dumb, if that's the reality, do you think that makes me feel good? No, it doesn't. But I can accept that reality if it is true. That's just an example. And that's what we should, that's what is more important, is what is true. Because in your religious teachings, that which is true shall make you free. Are you free? Are you close to being free? No, because no matter how much you scream and shout and how popular one of these people that you love is, you will remain in a condition of enslavement, because you refuse to liberate your mind and accept the reality of your situation. And when you cannot accept the reality or don't understand the reality of your situation, you can only make it worse. Now, I only have a few minutes, about 15. I'm going to run through this real quickly, and I hope that we can have a civil, respectful, decent conversation. And I want us to really think. Now, most of you know that I do not acknowledge God. I am not an atheist. I do not acknowledge God. So, since I do not acknowledge God, I neither believe or disbelieve. When you talk about God, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have never interacted with no God. I don't have no idea and really don't even want to know. So that's my position. An atheist, in order to disbelieve, in some way must be acknowledging that God may or may not exist. I do not acknowledge this creator being. So I neither believe or disbelieve. Even so, God should not even have a gender. So when you talk about the black man is God or the black woman is God, why would the creator, why would God have to have a gender? A gender, the purpose of gender is for reproduction of the flesh. If God is beyond flesh, if God is the ultimate creator, why would God have to have a gender? Makes no sense to me right off the bat. But of course, when we do call for God or we talk about God, we always give God gender, and it's always a man, never a woman. Like I said, I do not acknowledge God, but just for the sake of argument, I'm going to say, and I don't understand, why would God be a man? It would seem to me as though God would be a woman, because a man cannot produce life. A man cannot feed that life once it's produced. The only thing a man can do is assist. Wow. And in your religious teachings, it tells us that woman was created to become a helpmate for this man. And, do this really make sense? Let us see if nature itself will support this theology, this opinion, these thoughts that we become loyal to and we believe in. I would suggest to all of us, and this is what I have did, and this is why I am what I have become today. When I began to see that things that I was taught since I was a child did not make sense, I decided to unlearn everything that I was taught. Re-examine the Christian church. Re-examine Islam. Re-examine what I've been taught and been conditioned to think and believe in society. We must question all these things because in a racist society, we are taught that black is inferior and pink and Caucasian is superior, but it's a lie. And we prove every day that that's a lie, because those with dark skin do amazing things, and we make contribution to the earth every day, and we do that right now. And our people, these who are dark skinned relatives, have shown that they were able to accomplish much things in the ancient past. These are facts, and this is due. Racism is the oppression of dark-skinned people. Then we have sexism, which has gone on longer than racism, where the male gender oppresses right now, regardless to your race. Black men, even prior to Europeans, have oppressed women all over this earth, teaching and saying that women are inferior to men, which is a lie, because if you give them the opportunity physically, a woman may not be able to to do what a man can do. And that's not true in some cases, because you have women who build their bodies. They are stronger and faster. How many of you men can outrun our sister Allison Felix? How many of you could do that? Very, very few. I know I would not have a chance against Allison Felix, even when I was a younger man. She's too fast. And some of these sisters that's building their bodies and training. So, we're teaching all this supremacy over other people, but if you give them a chance, they will show you you're not as supreme as you claim. So the lies are being exposed every day. Again, many males would disagree with what I'm talking about, but that's a personal problem. We are here to seek the real truth. It is sad that we don't want to be and can't accept who and what we are. If that's what you are, that's just what you are. Accept who you are and be the best person that you can be. Now, one of the main arguments that men say is that a woman cannot have a baby without a man. That is true in our reality. That's true, and it can go back for generations. We do not know, and I have never seen a woman have a baby without a man. This is true. However, this is what we see in biology. This is what nature teaches us and has shown us. Prior to what we've become and what we've evolved into, cells, your body is made up of many billions of cells. And life began as one-celled organisms. There was no penis. There was no vagina during that time. So how did the cells reproduce as they reproduce right now? They split. They clone each other. The cell was able to split. And as time progressed, nature began to develop a new animal. And what did these animals do? Which should make you think. These animals were able to impregnate themselves. For example, snails. It is called being a hermaphrodite, right? Hermaphrodite. They can impregnate themselves, have the eggs and the sperm, and impregnate themselves. What does that tell us? So is it possible, or could it be possible in some early evolution of even the human being? You don't see this in mammals, but could it be possible that at one time that there was this creature, this being that we would call a woman that was able to impregnate herself? In fact, there are people who are born with the male genitalia and the female genitalia, hermaphrodites. It even happens right now to this day. Now, let me get to the core of what I want to bring to us. Using this as an example. Now, come on with it. I want y'all to argue with me. I want you to let us throw down on this issue. We are building a house. Have many of you ever been to a construction site? Have you ever seen people building a house? You have two kinds of people. Well, actually, three kinds of people. You have the actual builders of the house. Then you have the assistants. And then you have the cleanup crew. We don't need the cleanup crew in this example. We just need the builders and the assistants. Clearly, the assistants cannot build the house. The only thing they can do is assist the actual builders of the house. They are the help to the builders. So you have a black woman, and then you have the black man. The black woman has the capability, and she has been designed to build the house. She has been designed to make the baby. The only thing that the male can do is assist. And the assistant is not the actual builders of the house. You are only somebody to help the builder. You are not the carpenter. You are not the electrician. You are not the plumber. You are just somebody there to help. So the only thing that the man can do in this situation is give his sperm. That's all. And then the woman builds the house. Now, once the house is built, or let us say now that the baby is born, what can the man do? You still can't do nothing. The woman was given 2 breasts, and now she can feed the new life that was produced. You assisted and you helped. And this is the thing about it. Y'all happy to help. How many of these men are not happy? Matter of fact, you upset because a woman don't want you. You want to help make that baby. You want to assist. Let me help build that house. You don't see women running around, especially in the past. Now you have women who are crazy in the head, and they have been brainwashed by men. But in nature, you never see females chasing after males. There's always the males chasing the females. In nature, you see that the male is expendable. You will see the female praying mantis, right after she mates with the male, she'll turn right around and eat him. You will see this in the black widow spider. She mates with the male and she'll turn right around and eat him to give her body nutrition for the eggs, because the most important thing about the relationship is those babies, not your ego. It's about the babies and future generation of a species. But see, y'all tripping on ego. You want to be a female. That's why some of y'all turn homosexual. Because some of you want to be female. And if you don't want to attempt to try to be female, then you want to take her position. You're not satisfied in your own position. In mammals, you see that it is the females that lead the household. It is not the males who lead the household, the family group. You see this in the lions. It's the female lions that run the pride, and the hyenas and the elephants. You and I are only the helpmate. What's wrong with that? So what? Just accept who you are. There is no equality. They are the builders and you are the assistants. And so now the world is unnatural, and you have males in control of the world. And what do we have? Endless wars, slavery created by men, Holocaust created by men, violence. If the world is screwed up, you got to blame it on men. My time is out, but y'all think about that. Y'all think about it. We are messed up because we're living in a world created. It's unnatural because men should not be in charge. Think about it. Jot down your comments. Let's talk about it.